Oh, what's going on YouTube is Donnie B all day. Yeah, D-Bat in the house, and I'm bringing you, I'm not going to say the last Rambo knife, because even if there was never any more movies, there's still going to be more Rambo knives, and I can guarantee it because one of my designs is going to be getting done. A real version of a Rambo 3, better than it is, and the one that if Stallone held it in his hand, he would have said, "Oh, Gil Hibben, get out. We're taking this one." But that's yet to come. And you see what's in my hand? You see what's in my hand? Hollywood Collectibles Group has put out the first run edition, the first edition run. The 5,000 limited edition licensed movie replicas, exact movie replicas as far as size, look, and shape, and all of that jazz. One thing we're going to get into first right here. Whoo, HGC, you did a good job. Did a good job. You know what's crazy is I did the Rambo knife collection video for you guys 2 days ago. Yesterday I did the video on the M8. Go look at that one if you haven't. The other Last Blood Rambo knife sneak peek. So I got an email this morning from Hollywood Collectibles Group thanking me for the video. They watched it and they said it was entertaining and educational. Oh, yeah, they learned a little something about their own knife by watching my video. Ooh, man, this is like dominatrix stuff right here. So let's get into this thing. Yowza! The sheaths on these two knives are just fantastic. This one in particular, however, I don't even know if I can get all of the beauty inside with the color and the grain of this knife. This sheath is just gorgeous. This is probably one of the prettiest knife sheaths I own right now. This is fantastic. It's well made. It's well textured, it's soft, it's smooth, it's thick. It smells so good. You have a very long belt loop, so you could fit any belt is going to go through here. So that means you can make a rig to wear it any way you want. Like the other one, it has the lanyard hole, the lanyard keep on the rear, which is genius because when you put a lanyard keep right here, eventually what happens is it moves a lot and these stitchings will become loose. That's not going to happen with it here. This is going to hold it to your leg, boom, just like that, perfect, without destroying the end of your leather. And that is a good thing. Let's get into the knife. 15 inches overall, 9-inch blade. I give you the Heartstopper, the M9, right? And they call it the 9 because of the 9-inch blade. This is number 1027 out of 5,000. The other one, my other one, is in the 800s. It's a early made one. And like the other one, it comes with the cord. It comes with a awesomely grafted lanyard hole, how it goes through here, and instead of poking a hole through the metal on the end of the skull crusher here. And just like the other one, you look at it and you say, ooh, true tang, true full tang. It is not true full tang construction. However, this is the one I took apart, and that's how I found out what it really looks like. It is a full tang. It goes all the way to the end past this rivet. So the tang is held on by both of these, which means it is a 100% full tang knife with a shroud. So this piece right here is a shroud that goes around, it's held on, and right in here on the very end of this guy, they have like this little nut type thing and two notches inside of here for even extra protection. So they did a really good job making it a hidden full tang, but keeping it full tang. They did a really good job. They could have really butchered that. They could have done a stick tang. They could have done a half tang. They could have done all kinds of stuff that's bad. They could have done a true full tang and made it even better. But I have no complaints with the way they built these because you've seen the one I did yesterday. If you haven't, go see it. Go look at the Rambo Last Blood Bowie Knife Review is what it's called, and you will see exactly how well it holds up. Being full tang, I have no doubts of the strength and durability that this knife is going to provide. And just like the other one, the HGC versions, the officially licensed HGC Hollywood Collectibles Group knives, 100% true to size, first production run, and these guys are actually hand ground and hand polished. This stuff right here, all the guards and all that, that's machine made, right? These are machine made. This is supposed to look like the G10 scales that come on it. They actually look exactly like it. Same size, same shape, same depth, everything. But this is plastic. So the only fail I could say on these knives so far has been that the handles are made of plastic, where with the cost, how much they are, they could have went with G10. I mean, it's not that hard, but they didn't. They kept it with the plastic. And because these are made, you know, thinking people are going to put these somewhere hanging, you don't need G10. And they figured we could save money by doing plastic, boot them out like that. And there's only going to be 5,000, so they had to make 10,000 little plastic pieces to get these going. Probably went real quick, real easy, real cheap for them. So they could have reflected that in the price, but they didn't. But their thinking is people who buy these aren't going to be using them. So why do they make them so good? Because of just in case idiots like me decide, nope, it's still a knife and I'm going to swing it. And that's what we're going to do today. So you notice that the guard is really, really intricate. It's really nice. Still a little thick. I think the guards on these are a little burly, but it's okay because it looks good, it feels good, it holds good. It's just a nice guard. It's a nice piece. It's built well. It's got Chicago screws. Hopefully I tightened them down enough because I took it apart yesterday, but it should be okay. It is a sub hilt. And one of the good things I can say about not going true full tang is they really were able to round off this shroud and make it a very, very comfortable piece. So when it's in your hand, there's no edges. And because it bubbles up here, normally when you have the tang above the scales, it's a 90 degree. So you'll get those little hard edges, not on this one. Because it's the shroud, it's wrapped. The actual full tang is 90 degree all the way around. It is a full tang. It's all the way from this line right here all the way to this line right here. That's how thick the tang is, all the way down. So you do have a pretty good sized tang on the inside of there. It is not a chintzy tang. You have a nice thick blade. I'm guessing 5mm. I didn't measure it, but it's a pretty good tang. You are swedged, not sharpened. So if you live in a state that does not allow double-edged knives, it's twice as old, double-edged knives, you're going to be fine with that because it's swedged. So you are fine there. You're going to be okay. I know yesterday's knife was crazy sharp. We're going to test this one and find out that, man, oh crap, I just lost a ton of hair. I just shaved a complete spot. Look right here. Crazy razor sharp these knives come. I mean razor sharp. That is right away when you get something in like this and you're thinking, okay, did they put any time into it? Did they put any? Yeah, they did. It's hand ground. They did this by hand. Somebody filed down that edge and made it perfect. They made a perfect edge. So it's got to be appreciated. Let's go play with this perfect edge. What do you say? I think we might have to let the dogs out. Think old Bigsby. Look at Bigsby shaking over there. He's saying, I want to come out. Oh, no, Roscoe's on the inside, just being lazy. He'll pop out pretty soon. There he is. All right, so let's get to doing some doing. We're gonna do a couple of 4-foot drops. Wow, I just tapped it, and it's, look at this, just tapping it. the edge on this, the edge profile and the swedge together makes for, I mean, look at it's burying itself a ½ inch just touching it. That's insane. But we're going to do a couple of hard downward throws, and we're going to do a couple of 4-foot drops to test the balance. So I'm going to hold it by the lanyard, and I'm going to let it go by the lanyard so we can see the absolute balance and how it flies. Come on, get out of there. 4 feet high. Bada boom, bada bing. It is dead nut. And look at this. 4 feet high. I almost got myself. That's an inch deep. That's an inch deep, just dropping straight down. Couple of hard downward throws. Holy mackerel. It split the wood. You gotta be kidding. Wow, that is in there. Ugh. That is in there. Holy mackerel. That made it past the grind where the swedge is. That's insane. Holy Moses. All right, so this thing is a penetrating beast. Now, when I first saw this knife, I was 100% anti the Heartstopper. I thought, what an ugly freaking design. I did not like the blade shape. I hated this area right here. I love this part. If this continued into just a sweet spear point, I'd have been like, oh, hell yeah. But I didn't like this. I didn't like that, and I hated the step right here because it's such a mechanical looking step. It's not a natural looking step. And I'm not a big sub-hilt fan. I know a lot of people are. I'm just not. But having it in the hand, it's growing on me. It's really, really growing on me. It's a very impressive knife to look at in person, up close. What I thought were initial design flaws, I'm starting to think it's not so bad. Not too shabby. All right, so we already know it can shave. Well, let's do a little nylon rope cut right here. Yeah, not a freaking problem. Let's take this bad boy, shove it in there. That's definitely not a problem. All right. Let's see, bushcrafters. Let's see, bushcrafters. Are we going to be able to start a fire? Are we going to be able to start a fire? Make some sweet feathers. I'm getting stuck in here. I'm getting stuck because the wood's going into all the grains rolling the wrong way. Here we go. There we go. Look at this. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. So is it going to feather? Absolutely. It's feathering like crazy. Doing this and spinning a knife when you feather is just going to save you a whole lot of time on shaving down. Like if you wanted to make a point for tent spikes or arrows or pit spikes or things like that. Or if you're going to make a spear, that's just a really fast way to do it. And while doing it, you're ending up with a nice little bundle of feathers. So it's kind of a twofer. We'll come down on it. We'll go traditional for all you traditionalists. Just make it. It's really, really biting in there. Okay, so I mean, you're going to have feather sticking capabilities, no problem. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's got crazy bite. I have to say that the edge is no joke to chop. And if you're doing fine chops like this, you are not angling your blade. You are going almost straight down because the edge is so well done. I'm literally having to chop straight down just to keep from this happening, right? Where the whole thing's just going to shatter. Speaking of, the whole thing's going to shatter. Let's baton. Let's get it. We have enough. We have definitely enough knife here to get it in. So let's hammer on this guy, and we will see how well it is. Oh my goodness! I didn't expect it to go that fast. I literally didn't expect it to go that fast. All right, if we can get it standing up here, we should be able to, well, take out the side, I guess. But we can do better than that. We can do better than that. I'm just going to hold it. There we go. There we go. A nice little split action for you. How's that? How's that for a movie freaking replica reproduction knife. How is that? I'm telling you guys, these things are made slamming. These are so good. Let's see, we got a couple things growing over here. This is a wobbler, so if I hit it with the backside of my knife, with that swedge, it's not breaking it, it's just moving it. You need a sharp edge for something like this, and a sharp edge will do it. It will do it to it. So let's come over here and get some more. We got this, these right here, it's all these little seeds. Not even showing you guys because I'm really nice like that. So let's see if we can't just get rid of a couple of these guys. Now this is all soft stuff. This is like hollow and just grassy type stuff, but it's still really light. So hitting it with something not sharp isn't going to chop it down. It's just going to move it, right? And having something sharp, especially once you get into the thick stock, you can see that's actually a piece of something right there. That's pretty thick. And what we're going to do is we're going to just breeze through that. We're going to go and clear it all off. Make sure you guys are in there. Here it is. It's a big, thick piece. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, D-Bat, that's not enough. It's just not enough. It's too soft. All right, well, look, we got branches hanging down over here. Make sure the dogs are around good. Let's, I see this branch hanging down. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be able to see this. See how low this is? This is not supposed to be this low. So it needs to come down because the weight pulling down is going to pull down on the branch it's connected to. Well, and I don't want that. So let's get rid of some of the little twigs around it. And that is going to be a no problem type of task. And now we have, oh man, I'm still there. I'm almost there, guys. Now we have this nice big piece. Ugh. Not so bad. Not so bad. It's going to lift the branch a little bit. Got a piece right here. Just going to take this down. And a piece right here. Going to take that down. Sappy, nasty pine, right? So I got this piece right here. Let's see. Let's see. Movie production. Oh, that went all the way through. That went all the way through. That was cutting through a bunch of little ones before it got to the big one. Movie freaking production. You don't think that was sappy enough? I don't know if you can see it. Look at how wet this blade is. That is all sap. And you know what sap does? It slows the knife down. It slows your edge from cruising through whatever you're hitting. Them dogs, man, them dogs. Dogs are always in the sun. All right, so we had this nice piece of hardwood yesterday with the M8, and we're gonna take it today with the M9. We're gonna see how well, wow, how well it chops. So weird chopping with a sub hilt. I'm not used to it, but we're gonna do it anyway because this knife is a monster. This is hardwood. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna actually grab it inside the choil and do a couple of choke downs. Look at that. Now I'm gonna grab it from the end and I'm gonna prove to you that this tang, if it's not full tang and you have a cheap plastic edge, cheap plastic handle, without being full tang, this thing would have so much pressure on it, it would just shatter. Well, that kind of went fast. Let's still use it. It's just a beast, guys. Hardwood, that's just dang, wow. Wow. It's balancing on nothing. It's not on anything. So it's just, when you hit it, it wobbles. That took a chunk out of there. That took a chunk. Holding it at the end, of course. Look at that. Now let's check the, wow. Oh, wow, that's sharp. I just felt that on my fingers. Any damage? Nope, just dirt. Just dirt. Still sharp, still awesome. So what we have come to learn about the Hollywood Collectibles Group M8 and M9, the Heartstopper and the Bowie, is they are made to work. They are made to work. And that is a very, very good thing when you're talking about spending the money on a knife to put on a shelf, to put with your collection of Rambo knives so everybody could see them and say, wow, you have the whole Rambo collection. That's really cool. Yeah, that's nice and all. But it's also nice to know that if something goes down, you can reach up on that shelf and take a movie production knife and get out there and save your own butt. You know what I mean? Or do whatever needs to be done. And it's just one of those things, man. It's one of those things where I don't like to take a knife for granted, you know? Let's see if we can get you guys down here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get you all down here. Now, yesterday it took me 3 tries. I'm going to try and... The lanyard is always a problem when throwing, but, you know, I am me. Oh my gosh, it was there! I threw it too high, but it was there. Oh. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Hopefully this will be 2 times instead of 3 times. Oh my gosh, I hit that so hard. Did you guys see or hear how hard it hit on plastic scales? And I hit it sideways. No loosening in the guard. No breaking in the handle scales. That's tough. Oh wait, you know what I didn't do? I still got you in there. The skull crusher. Yep. That's the skull crusher. Man. Alright, I gotta try this again. This lanyard hole in the sub hilt makes it really difficult to throw. Oh! Alright. Well, it's stuck in. It just stuck in too low. It went all the way in. But here we go. So we stuck it. We just missed the target and stuck it somewhere else. It throws. It's just not a great thrower. It's not the Bowie version. Man, that thing threw like it was made to. Once I got it down on that last time, and when I threw it, you could hear the sound. It was like whoosh. But very, very cool. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna come over here just because I got some things that needed to be cut, and I've been waiting to cut them with something. And so we're just gonna use this. Had some 1-inch trees, forest trees growing. So I figure, why not take these guys out? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Guys, this is a Rambo knife movie production. This isn't some custom made blade by a custom maker. This is the actual first production run movie knife from a movie production making thing company. That's it, man. And this thing is a beast. It's a beast. I mean, a beast. Look at this. Look at this. Hanging vines. No problem. No problem. Vines going over the driveway. There's nothing holding this, right? This is going to be really loose. Oh, I missed it. I cut the leaf off. Let's see. And right there. Right there. On a dangling piece, which has nothing to hold on to. It's cruising right through this stuff. Telling you guys, they did a good job. They did a good job making the first production run. Let's get a little sunshine on it. What do you say? What do you say? Let's get some sunshine on it. Whew, because the sun is shining on the Rambo knife community right now. Oh, how you like them apples? It's not an apple, it's a knife. And it's a real knife. Man, it's going to be bought as a wall hanger by 4,999 people. One of us is using it, man. This thing is going to be used. I might have to take this one and the other one on a camp excursion and just do all my camp needs, everything with these knives, just to show these are for real. These are for real. Hidden full tang, sweet hand ground, hand polished knife. The blade steel, they say stainless, so it could be a variety of stainlesses. I'm going to guess it's a 440 variety. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm thinking it is. But whatever they did, whatever they used, they did a good job on it. They did a good job making it, building it, processing it, getting it done and getting it ready, putting it out there and making it mine. Somewhere, somebody said some idiot named Donnie B All Day is going to grab one of our knives and swing it around. And if we want to sell these things, we want to make sure that people know it works. Guess what, people? This thing works. So that's it. I'm Donnie B All Day, and that's John J. Rambo. Man, still waiting for more stuff to come in. Got a whole bunch of stuff going. I got some more Kukri House D-Bad designs coming, some D-Bad creations. So we are going to be loving the knife world for quite a while. We're getting some good stuff. I'm Donnie B All Day. And until next knife.